The devil is a vampire, sucking God's grace, power, and energy from estranged children of God. The devil is like a fire that burns. The more fuel he has, the more hotter he is. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Whooping Prophet from Sister Philomena. The Bible tells us how God loves us to the extent of giving us dominion over the things He created. God said to Adam and Eve, I have given you dominion over the things of the earth. And then He added, increase and multiply. Jesus tells us through His teachings that we are children of God. We can do all things. And if we have faith, even if it is small as mustard seed, that we can do everything. Jesus emphasized the point that with God, all things are possible. God has equipped us very well with His powers. And that's why He kept on repeating at so many places in the Bible, do not be afraid. We are made in God's image and likeness. I repeat, we are God's image and likeness. God's power is in us. God's breath is in us. God's grace is in us. God's armor is already ready for us. God's sword is ready at our disposal. But because some of us cannot trace our origin in God through Christ Jesus, they went and signed pact with forces that work against God and became agents of darkness. Brethren, the day you get initiated in any branch of the forces of darkness, the day you signed a pact with the devil is the day you transferred your power that God put in you to them. They take away more valued, precious, tremendous power and energy from you and give you a token as power. And you rejoice that you have power while they are the ones who rejoiced and celebrated. They gain from you and you lose. You think you are celebrity by their power? Satan can't bless anyone. The work given to him after falling from heaven is to punish those who disobey God. Satan has no use for anyone who has no light of God or positive energy in him or her. He and his agents are only on the lookout for people, special gifted people. And the irony is that those people got these gifts from God. They possess them in order to exploit their powers, the light of God in them, the gift that God gave to them for devil's kingdom. The devil is a vampire, sucking God's grace, power, and energy from estranged children of God. The devil is like a fire that burns. The more fuel he has, the hotter he is. That's why he leaves so many people with attractive evil powers. And those victims don't know that it is their power that the devil is using to expand and manipulate them. The Bible says that he is the father of all liars. He is a manipulator. He gives his ignorance victims the impression that he has power without his victims knowing that they are the source of his powers. Ask yourself this question. When God punishes, His stripes won everything. For instance, God chased Adam and Eve away from Garden of Eden and prevented them from getting access to the tree of everlasting life. God punished King Saul, and none of his descendants became king. Jesus also told us the parable of the 5 corn. You know the story. God punished King Pharaoh. He died along with his army in sea. God threw Satan away from heaven. Do you think he equipped Satan with power and asked him, go to earth and create your kingdom? No, he stripped him of everything from his glory to fame, power, everything. Jesus knew that the devil is a master of tricks, that he will use his tricks on ignorant people in order to form alliance against God. That's why Jesus said in Luke 10, verse 18, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Then verse 19 say, listen, I have given you authority so that you can walk on snares, scorpions, and overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. So when you enter into agreement with the master of tricks and lies, the devil, when you sign a pact with him and his agents, you have transferred the power God gave you over to him. What does this mean for you? This means that the devil will control you with a remote. You are at his mercy. At first, you think you are in heaven, but when reality dawns on you, you will want to turn. Then he will take away your life when it is sweetest, because you yourself gave him authority over you. Don't be like Esau. Don't sell your birthright. I repeat, don't be like Esau. Don't sell your birthright. That is it from Sister Philomena, the Weeping Prophet.